Hey guys, it's Mike from Skill Up Strength and MMA Fight Prep. What we're going to go over right now is some basic mobility drills to open up the shoulders, the thoracic spine, obliques, triceps, hips, you name it. All you need is a cage. So, first thing we're going to do is we're just going to hang on the cage. Now, it's important to understand that the start position is really going to enable you to open up your shoulders and your lats, etc. in a very, very different way. So, when we hang, we want to be very, very comfortable. We want to make sure we're not pinching anything in your shoulder or doing anything that's going to aggravate your shoulders whatsoever. So when we start the hang, I don't want you just hanging and not paying attention. The first thing we need to do is level our pelvis off. So I'm going to give you a side view. We want to make sure we're not in this really big anterior tilt position, okay? So whenever we do these hangs and these drills, it's important to level the pelvis off, find a neutral pelvis, and then perform the drills from there. If you're just hanging in this big kind of global extension pattern, most likely you're not really gaining as much overhead mobility as you think, but you're actually compensating and you're hyperextending your lumbar spine. So it's important that we level the pelvis off so the mobility is coming from the upper body. So in the hang, we're just going to start. I'm going to level the pelvis off, and I'm just going to unload and breathe diaphragmatically in this position, okay? Now from here, in through the nose, exhale, and just try to relax. Now, when you do this, you can come forward a little bit. Make sure you're not dipping your head too much. You can rotate a little bit side to side. And again, make sure that when you do these drills, you're really, really keeping a level pelvis. Now, from there, I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways to kind of open up a handful of things. So we're going to hang, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate to my left. Now, when I do that, I'm going to take my left leg, I'm going to reach back and get a really big stretch through the front of my foot, through my hip, lat, tricep, oblique, you name it. And in this position, what I'm going to try to do is keep the pelvis level, and then really just diaphragmatically breathe here. So, you can really reach that foot back, and you can open up a lot of things when you're doing this. Now, I'm not actually hanging, meaning my whole body weight is not hanging from the bar. I'm just unloading, deloading, if you will. Now, from here, you can kind of do some light rotations, you can change some angles, do whatever really helps you open up your shoulders and hips, etc. 10 to 12 diaphragmatic breaths there. We're going to shake it off a little bit, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, I'm going to level the pelvis off, unload, and I'm going to reach with my right leg behind. So, I'm going to get a nice big stretch. Diaphragmatically breathe in this position. Get in that plantar flex position. Let things open up. So 10 to 12 diaphragmatic breaths, and then you can go from there. Second one I'm going to show you is with the cage is an overhead reach. We're going to really aim to open up the outside of the hip, the obliques, lats, triceps, you name it. So we're going to start square. Take my left hand and put it palm up on the cage. My right hand is going to reach directly over the top. Now from here, I'm going to try to get a big reach and try to pry my body open. See what I'm doing there? Nice big overhead position. Now, once I find a position that challenges me, I'm going to breathe. Shoot my hips up. Just playing with the position a little bit. Okay? You can rotate, you can change angles, whatever works. Give it a try. See what really opens you up. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Palms up. Set up in the overhead position. Grab that cage in again. Breathe. Change angles. Open up. And rotate. So give this a try before you do any overhead work. So say if you're doing military press, you're doing get-ups, snatches, you name it. Try a few of these and then cement it with your get-ups and your overhead drills. Give it a try, let me know what you think.